Hello again, kings, queens, knights, and peasants. Welcome to another episode of World of the Night. Pardon me, we have a little interruption. Alright, sorry about that. As I was saying, welcome to another episode of World of the Night with your host, Zapagalis. Today we are gonna finish up our build from the last episode, Fort Neather Watch. But before that, we are gonna dive into the Nether once again in an attempt to hunt down the elusive Nether Fortress. Yes, now I am gonna warn you, this episode was not shot in chronological order, so if you see something weird, that's probably why. Well, let's jump on in. And one more quick note. Some of the video is a little bit blurry because I've been experimenting with a few additional settings. I should have them fixed for the next episode, but for now, gonna have to deal with what we got. Okay, so welcome back to the Nether. With a little bit of help from Chunk Base, we are gonna find a Nether Fortress for sure this time. I know Chunk Base is a little bit cheaty, but considering the luck I've had, it is kind of necessary. Oh well. I did not know they could think like that. Okay, so we are back in the Nether. Yeah, I don't know why I thought he would just land on top without having any problems, but as you can tell, that did not happen. So we are trying to get to negative 115 to negative 225. So to do that, we need to travel this ways for a bit. Okay, there we go. There is the Nether Fortress. That wasn't too bad at all. So next challenge is getting up into it. So I find the easiest way to do that is usually just to make our own little staircase up through our leg. Okay, so here we are at the fortress. I'm pretty much ready to go. Need to make a few more torches real quick. And let me give you my tips on how to raid another fortress. Because you always want to be careful not to hit the zombie pigmen. I like to do a torch at each intersection with a second torch to point where the exit is. Because a lot of the times when you're being chased, you need to make sure you don't get lost. Well, easy enough to find the blaze spawner this time, huh? Okay, that was bad luck. Okay, so here we are again. Let's try to get our stuff real quick. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh my, that's a lot of withers. Okay, so my second tip for exploring another fortress is to make yourself little wither-proof zones. Which basically, because withers stand 3 high, if you cut off your little bridges at 2 high, you get this effect where they have no choice but to just stand there. Fortunately, it does not protect me from the... Once you have your little wither zone, you can safely take these guys out. Well, at least as safe as anything in the Nether gets. Okay, with that I'm going to set up a little base camp. Okay, so now we got a nice little safe place to basically store extra items and do some crafting. Maybe smelting, but I don't really see what we'd smelt in here. That is not what I expected to walk out to. Okay, let's try again. Pretty much collected my stuff. We are going to try this without dying this time. So yeah, that blaze spawner right there. Tempted to take it out just because its position is problematic. Because everything is so open around here, it's getting me killed easy. We're gonna come down this way. There's the guy who had the rest of my armor. Oh, not again. Alright, so trying to get my stuff back, and I have a wither skeleton who is fully geared up now. Talk about fun, right? How am I on fire all of a sudden? Okay. That's one set of armor recovered. Not in very good condition, but hey. Alright, so I lost all of my food to that. To all those little incidents, and never mind then. Okay, so I've been having some issues here and lost all my food, but thankfully the Nether has been kind enough to provide us with plenty of mushrooms, so we can use mushroom stew for now. Only problem is it's not stackable. Okay. And there's the little bugger who stole all my armor, so hopefully we don't get ambushed trying to kill him again. There we go. Now we'll dump all this extra gear back in this chest here. Would you stop that? Ooh, these blazes are getting annoying. Okay, so I think we are ready to try to go in again. Just the first thing I step out to find is Wither skeleton. I'm not even sure why they're all spawning outside the fortress, but unfortunately gotta deal with it. Well, we only got enough blaze rods, so that's a good thing. Now if we can just get a little bit of nether wood, we can get out of here. Okay, so my way of navigating fortresses is at every intersection I'll put 2 torches. One in the middle and one pointing towards the way out. Then put these little barricades to keep wither skeletons out, since they are too tall to cross a 2 high gap. They need 3 high. So now we know which way to go if we're on the run, and we also don't have to worry too much about the skeletons. And I'll just use a single torch to mark areas I've already explored. Here's another blaze spawner. That's actually helpful. Not particularly needed at this point. Just hit us. There he is. With the sneak attack. Oh, that's one of the guys who stole that other set of armor I brought in. I think that's a wither skeleton. So to find Netherwort, what we need to do is find one of the staircases. Which seems like it's not going to be easy to locate, apparently. Okay, these lava pools are a good sign, because they are actually indicators of transition from outside to inside the fortress. Now remember, that don't always guarantee the thing generated properly, but that's what they're supposed to mean. Let's see. We actually need more torches, but we don't really have much for charcoal. There's actually a way to multiply charcoal as long as you have at least, I think, one piece. To do that, simply make a campfire, set it down, and then break it. I left my axe behind. And with this method, you can multiply your one piece of coal into an unlimited supply of charcoal. I do recommend having a decent axe for it, but hey. Well, I guess a chest is a good way to find Netherwort. Okay, so now we've got everything we actually came in here for. I am going to play Amscray while I can. Okay, so we successfully got everything we needed from the Nether Fortress. Now all we need is a little small detail of a little bit of soul soil, so that we can plant the Netherwort. Interrupt the show for Fetch the Shtick with Zapagalis. So there was once 3 guys standing on top of the Empire State Building. And they were bored, didn't have much to do, so they decided to make a bet. They would each drop their expensive watch off the top of the building and run down and catch the watch before it hit the ground. The first guy says, "Okay, I got this easy, watch this." He takes his watch, drops it, takes off running, gets to the stairwell, just shoots down the stairs, darts outside, just in time to see his watch hit the ground and smash into a million pieces. The second guy goes, he just didn't know what he was doing, watch this. He takes his watch, drops it down, shoots across to the express elevator, shoots straight down to the bottom floor, runs outside, and sees his watch hit the ground and shatter into a million pieces. So the third guy just shrugs, takes his watch off, drops it. He meanders down to the elevator, moves down to the lobby, gets himself a soda and a hot dog, enjoys it. Then he steps outside and catches his watch. The other two guys look at him baffled. "How did you do that?" He said, I just set my watch 2 hours slow. Okay, so here we are back at Fort Neather Watch with our supplies from the Nether. 10 blaze rods, 39 quartz, 4 nether wart, and a stack of soul sand. This is basically all the nether supplies we're going to need for a little bit, and it gives us access to do all of our redstone and potion brewing that we need to do. So now we can get back to the Fort Neather Watch project. Okay, so now we got the inside looking nice, and I'll give you a full tour of it later. We need to add some detail to the outside, starting with the walls. So right now it's kind of just monoplane texture, so we are going to spice it up using some cracked stone bricks and mossy stone bricks to make it look like it's got a little bit of age to it. So I'm gonna run around and do that and then be back. Now I'm sure you're anxious to see what all I did with this place, but you're gonna have to wait till the end of the episode to see it. But now what I want to do is add a basement. Now I've been putting in a lot of thought on exactly how to add a basement to this. Still not sure if this is how I want to do it, but it's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna bring it down. Okay, that should be the depth we need. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there we go. Now, because I'm OCD, it's going to be symmetrical, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so now I got the basement built. Because this is supposed to be like a dungeon type area, I used cobblestone walls and an andesite floor. Now I want to put a few things in it. Gonna need to get some torches eventually, but not torches, but lanterns. But yeah, here I want to rebuild my auto smelter. Sounds like we got a zombie inside the castle. That's odd. Okay, that's kind of creepy, but let's keep going. So yeah, this time I'm gonna make the auto smelter double, which will give us twice the capacity and twice the speed. So we put chests on either side, hoppers going into them. Furnaces on top of those hoppers. Hopper there, and hopper there for fuel. In here we will put hoppers on top, and then finally a double chest for loading. And with this we can very quickly smelt mass amounts of items. I could put a chest there and there, but I don't really think it's necessary since we are going to be using lava buckets for our main fuel source. Each lava bucket will smelt 100 items. So, with 1 bucket in waiting and 5 in each hopper, we will be able to smelt 600 items. Now next, I want to make use of a brand new 1.17 mechanic. We are going to make it so that the fuel regenerates itself for us. Just got to figure out how to do this safely. I get a feeling using wood for the staircase was a poor choice. But earlier while I was exploring for resources, I found the brand new 1.17 dripstone. We are going to put one there. Okay, this ain't gonna fit quite like I thought it was gonna. Give me a moment to think. Let's do it this way. So in 1.17 they made lava a renewable resource. So we are going to use that feature to make a unlimited supply of lava for our smelter. I am not going to be able to keep wooden staircases there though. Because as we all know, wooden staircases catch on fire with lava. So we are going to replace them with cobblestone staircases. But before I do that, I want to finish this setup. Let's see. So what we need to do to make the lava completely renewable is to make it so that what keeps triggering those trap holes? That was not very smart, now was it? But anyways, by putting lava on top of a block with dripstone underneath it, the dripstone will drip lava into these cauldrons, which will eventually fill up to give us a cauldron of lava, which then we can use a bucket to take the lava and put it in on our smelter, thus creating infinite fuel. And we are going to make 4 of those. Alright everybody, that's going to conclude today's episode. Thank you for watching, and next episode I might show you around Fort Neather Watch. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let me show you the final product. I'm really proud of this build and I hope you all like it. So on the outside, I put some cracked stone bricks and mossy stone bricks in for decoration. And then I put some vines in random places to help make it look more authentic. I also needed some food and stuff, so I built a little village-inspired farm here. Because I used so many paintings, I made a little sheep pen for wool, and I have no idea where the pig came from. So this is the outside. This is the back side of it. Again, oofed. Well, that's the pits. Let's see. As I was saying, again, I put some random vines down, which kind of overtook the side, but it still adds a very cool effect on it. I use trapdoors as window shutters. Put a little planter box on each side. The nether portal, I added little gates to prevent mobs from running in. And just some signs for the hell of it. Danger, do not enter. So to go in, you have to open the gate manually, but you'll step on a pressure plate which automatically closes it and lets you go out without having to open the gate yourself. Here we have an iron trapdoor with pressure plates in front of it. when you step on a pressure plate, both doors open thanks to some simple redstone underneath. Which basically just runs the power to go on both sides at once. I had to use these little slabs here because otherwise it would cut the redstone off. Here in the main hall, we have a couple weapon stand. I was pleasantly surprised to find out that the paintings in this texture pack are actually really cool decorations. I got suits of armor, gold and iron on either side to decorate, and a red carpet. Come in here, you've got your bedroom. I use banners for curtains. Then a little chest, furnace, and crafting table, of course. Underneath the stairwell, I put a storage unit with lots of barrels and 2 double chests, so I can store a lot of stuff. Again, the paintings were really cool decorations. So come up here, you've got your cobblestone generator. Then you can come outside, and here you have access to your 2 outside towers. Now each tower has little windows with banners placed in an opened and closed position as curtains. You can climb up on top to look around and oversee the whole area. Okay, if I can close the door. Oh, and this are also paintings, so again, really cool effect. And of course, you can also climb to the top of the back tower. And then finally we have a basement, which is a staircase on either side over here. Now, I thought about putting lanterns in here, but actually I think the torches fit the vibe better. It gives you that dungeon feeling. Then in here we have our auto smelter room. And it looks like our cauldrons are filling up nicely, so now we can use our buckets to get the lava out of them and put it in our auto smelter. And there we go. So that is Fort Neather Watch. Personally, I think this build came out really cool. Oh, on the floor I replaced some of the polished andesite with normal andesite to make it look like it's been worn a little bit. Then some mossy cobblestone in the walls. So yeah, that is Fort Neather Watch. So that's gonna conclude today's episode. Thank you all for watching. I really hope you love my build. So the next episode we're gonna work on some trading. Now, before I go, I got a story to tell you. One day, I was examining my castle dungeon and ensuring everything is running smoothly. When I got to the guy operating the stretch rack. After a bit of conversation, I asked how the rack operator's job was going, and he replied, "Well, it's just one long night after another." Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and you can also check out my Discord channel too. Thank you all, and keep on rocking Knights of the Bedrock.